guys, and karibu sana to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Jambi Njoroge. Welcome to my little space. So today we have a very different setup. I don't know if you can tell, but I'm sitting on my bed, which I typically do not do, but I just kind of wanted like an informal sit down video because I realized I've never done one where I'm just speaking to the camera. I'm always either doing my hair or doing my makeup, but today I was like, I just want to sit down and just have a conversation. So yes, it is my birthday. Hey, happy birthday to me. I just want to talk about some of the few things that I have learned this year. So let's get into the video.
Real hot girl shit. Real hot girl shit.
Okay, so number one, and I think the most important one, have my notes. Life never goes as planned. Stroke, you can't rush life. Let me tell you, I thought by now I'd be in a very different place in my life. Generally, in terms of career, I thought I'd be in a very different place than I am right now. Also realizing that you cannot plan your life. You cannot plan it and you cannot rush it. It's going to happen the way it wants to happen. When it wants to happen, I really thought that right now I'd be a full-time content creator and just, I don't know, living life, inspiring people, doing so many great things, but life has not really gone the way I thought it would, but that's fine. I'm here for the process. I'm here for the process. Also, in relation to that, there's a verse in the Bible that says that God knows how to restore the years that the locust has eaten. So that means that you're never really late for anything. The things that you think you're late for, because the worst thing that I suffered from this past year was just thinking that I was late. Like, especially if you look at your friends from like high school or campus and they're doing well with their lives, some even married, they have kids. Your girl here cannot even keep a talking stage. And they have like really good careers. Some are in government offices. And your girl here is still trying to be a content creator with 300 subscribers. well well I was really comparing myself to other people. For me, my pressure really comes from the career side of things. When it comes to like getting married or having kids, I'm not necessarily worried about that. But career wise, I really thought I'd be further on. But yeah, but that's why I'm saying that things never go as planned. And also, you are on the right time and your timing is just perfect for you. And like I said, God knows to restore the years that the locust has eaten. That means that once you get there, it will be like there's no time. Itakuwa ni kama haujachelewa, because God knows how to restore those years, the years that you think you wasted or the years that you think you were late for. God knows how to restore that. Live in the moment, love your life now. I'm one of those people who's always constantly looking forward to the next thing. Like, I'm always like, I need to do this, I need to do that, and tomorrow I need to do this, and the other day I need to do that. And I learned, or rather I was sitting with myself and I realized that I was always waiting for the future. Like, I was always waiting for the future. Like, I'm going to be happy once I accomplish this and that. I'm going to be happy once I get 1,000 subscribers. I'm going to be happy once I get 10K followers. I'm going to be happy once, like, I never lived life in the moment. I was always just looking for what's next. But right now I'm learning to just be present in the moment and enjoy the space that I'm in, and enjoy where I am in my life, and enjoy my journey as it is now, and not always be in a constant state of waiting for what is next. Number three, be kinder to yourself. Oof, Lord. I've had to really battle with that one a lot. I mean, like everybody else, I have like my own insecurities, and I realized that I was not being so kind to myself. I realized that I really tend to stretch to be nice and kind to other people, but I never reciprocate the love and kindness to myself. So, one of the major things that I think this year has taught me is to be nicer and to be kinder to myself, and not just in the way that I speak to myself, but also in the spaces that I choose to be. We are our own harshest critics, and I criticize myself a lot. And this year was just me learning to be nicer and kinder to myself, and also think that you should be nice and kinder to yourself. You are doing as good as you possibly can. Number 4, this was actually in a blog post that I did before, but it says the love that you give so freely to others, make sure you give some of that to yourself. And this also just goes back to my first point of being kinder to myself. I also really had to learn to love myself, because honestly, I used to think that I do. I mean, again, I know most people don't really like this astrology things, and I'm also not like the biggest astrologist person ever, but one thing I know about Leos is that Leos love themselves. And I also think because I'm a Leo, I absolutely love myself, but I really, this year has just been the most teachable year of my life, like absolutely teachable. And I learned that I don't really love myself, or I don't love myself the way I thought I did, because if I did, I wouldn't put myself in certain situation and I wouldn't do certain things. And that was really a very hard pill to swallow, because it was like when I really looked back at some of the things that I was doing, I was like, girl, girl, you do not love yourself the way you claim to, because if you did, you would not even be in this situation right now. But then again, I think it was necessary for me to go through certain situations and certain seasons in my life so that I can be able to sit down and be like, yo, you need to make better choices as someone who loves yourself, because these situations that you keep putting yourself in, baby girl, baby girl, you need to do better. And so that really hit me last year, I think October, last year October, and I just started cutting people off. Like I felt like if you are not bringing any joy, happiness, and you're just here to stress me out in my life, I do not want to deal with you anymore, and I don't want to be in situations where they don't really serve me. Yeah, this year I've just really learned to love and appreciate myself in a whole new light, and I'm definitely in a better place than I was last year. Let me tell you, the year before was the year before, yes, 2020 was a year of chaos. I don't even know what the hell was even going on in my life. And when I say 2020, I mean like from August to August, because that's the year that in Hesabu, I'm not Hesabu at January to January. So like 2020, so August 2020 to August 20, 2020 to August 2021. That year was just a year of chaos, 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 chaos. My life was in total chaos. My life was just all about comparing myself to others, all about, I I was hanging out with people I had no business hanging out with. I was in places I had no business being in. Yo, like, yeah, even when I think about it, I literally cringe. So 2020, August 2020 to August 2021, pure chaos. And then August 2021 to August 2022 was also a year of realizing, was the year that I kind of realized what I was doing wrong. It was also the years that I was really opening my eyes towards seeing some of these things that I was doing wrong. Then August 2022 to August 2023 now, this has been by far the most life-changing year of my life. The most life-changing year of my life. I have been home almost the entire year, which I think is very important, and God works in miraculous ways. I needed the isolation so that I could grow. I needed the isolations from my friends, from not that my friends did anything wrong, but I needed to be by myself so that I could analyze my life and where I was going and just pick out things that I need to fix. It's okay to be embarrassed. Also, don't let the fear of looking stupid hold you back. If you know me, you know that I dread embarrassment. Like, I dread being embarrassed. Like, I don't even know how I can even explain it to you. I hate being embarrassed, and I really let my fear of being embarrassed and my fear of looking stupid hold me back from doing a lot of things in my life. And this is the year of me to just look stupid. Because honestly, even in real sense, like the whole content creation thing, if it doesn't work out, then it will be like I'm doing something that's quote unquote like stupid. And that's also part of the thing that was really holding me back from giving 110% into like the whole into this whole content creation thing, because I do not want to look stupid, or yani it's such a silly stupid thing. Or I would not post something embarrassing because I'm so yani me, I get embarrassed easily. I know that there are people who embarrassment is not like a thing for them. I'm like the exact opposite. I get embarrassed so easily. But if you ever embarrass me in public, I'll never speak to you again. Like that's just like the type of person that I am. And I've always been so scared of failing and so scared of like, because if you fail, you're embarrassing yourself. Like the concept is that you're embarrassing yourself. So that's also like the thing that has really been holding me back this year from giving my content creation its all. I want to do stupid things. I want to be embarrassed. I like me and embarrassment. I don't know. I sijui kudeal na embarrassment. Like I'd overthink and overthink and overthink and overthink and overthink and be like, oh my god, this person saw me like this and like that. But this year I'm just like, I'm so done with living my life on a basis of what other people think of me. So I'm not going to let the fear of looking stupid or the fear of being embarrassed hold me back from anything anymore. Stop showing up for people who would not do the same for you. I have a problem of showing up 100% for people who would never show up 100% for me. This is in friendships, relationships. I realize that I do this quite often. Like if you're my friend and you're in trouble, any kind of trouble, and you call me, I'll drop literally everything that I'm doing and I'll come and help you out. If it's possible for me to do it, if it's within my capability, if it's something that I can do, just know that I'm going to drop everything and come and help you. But I've also realized that I tend to do that a lot for people, and these people never do those things for me. So my point is, this year I am learning to not give so much to other people and forget myself. I think this year for me it will be about pouring into relationships that actually pour into me. It's okay to be seen. Again, let me go back to the Leo point. I know, I keep bringing it up, but Leos are like very loud personalities who 100% love attention. Like they absolutely love attention. And part of me loves attention. Part of me, like a small, tiny, tiny part of me like this. But the other majority part is just me being so afraid and afraid. I think afraid is like the best word. Afraid of taking up space, like afraid of being seen, afraid of taking up space. And this year I've decided that I'm going to take up all the space there is in this world. Like I'm going to take up every single one of it. So, again, let me just go back to the whole content creation thing. I realized that I haven't really been giving it my all because I'm so scared to be seen by people, and seen in the sense of like I'm scared to be judged. I realized that I have a problem with taking up space. Like I never want to take up space. I always just, even if I walk into a room, I don't want to cause any attention, or I don't want you to look at me. I'm just like, I'll go sit by the corner where I can take up little space as possible. And when I say space, I'm not meaning as in space. I'm not meaning space kama space yenye nimekalia. How do I say this? Not saying space as intangible space. I'm talking about like intangible space. I don't want that to be my predicament anymore. I want to be confident in being seen and confident in being seen for who I am and my personality. And yeah, I'm really learning to be seen. That's like the best way I can do it, and just to show like my individuality, because even me filming this is me showing my individuality, which I would have never done if you told me to have like a sit down video with y'all and just kind of talk to the camera. Like I'd absolutely never do it because I've just been so afraid of letting people see me. And juzi nilikuwa nasikiza a sermon. I don't even remember I don't remember which sermon it was, but it was just a sermon, and the preacher was preaching about how when Jacob gave Joseph his coat of many colors, like he was never scared to wear it. Even though it got him in trouble, he was never scared to wear it. He wore it and then it got him in trouble. It sent him on a path that led him to being a great leader in Egypt and helping out his family. And all of that would have never happened if he had never been confident enough to wear that coat and just be confident enough to be different. Like I've always been so scared of like being different and taking up space and being my individual self and just showing like my individuality and my personality. And this year I want to take up space and I want to wear my coat. So you should also wear your coat. I'm also learning to be more confident. This is also the thing that I was telling you guys. Like, personally, I feel like I'm the most confident person, and I'm also not the most confident person. Like, I'm confident enough to put myself out there, but also sometimes I'm just like, I don't want you to look at me. I don't want to be seen. So again, I've realized that I really need to work on my confidence, and this year has just been a lot of me working on my confidence. And do you know, I realized the other day that I have this thing where I never remember people's faces. And yes, I have like a very shitty memory. Like that's a fact. Like my memory is just it's really not the best. But also realized I never really look at people in the eyes. Like I never look people in the eyes. And I was thinking, is that like a confidence thing? Which this sounds so stupid, but honestly I realized it might be a confidence thing. So these days, I'm like very aware of some of the things that I do necessarily that don't necessarily invoke my confidence. So I tend to like point them out whenever I'm doing it. So maybe if I have a conversation with someone and I realize I'm not looking at them straight in the eyes, I'm like, you need to look that person straight in the eyes. Like it's very easy for me to come and speak to y'all here because you're not here in the room with me. But if this was like a public address, I'd probably struggle a lot because my social anxiety is the absolute worst. Like I have really bad social anxiety, and I've realized that the only way I can cure that social anxiety, a big part of it is learning to be confident. So that's also something that I learned this year about myself, which I didn't know. I didn't know that was okay. Maybe I knew, but I didn't know how bad it was. You don't get to give up. I think that's the major thing that I've learned this year is that I do not get to give up. And I say that to you also as you watch this video. You don't get to give up on whatever it is that you desire and whatever it is that you want to accomplish. I've given up on this content creation thing like a million times, but I always come back to it. So this year I just kind of like made a pact with myself and I was like, if you're going to do it, let's do it. If you're not going to do it, let's not do it. But yeah, I have learned that you don't get to give up on your dreams because only a handful of people actually live the life that they want to live, and a lot of that is based on how committed you are to the process. And the process may not be easy. If it was easy, everyone else could do it, but I want to be among the 10% who actually get to live their lives doing whatever it is that they love. So yes, something that I've really learned this year is that you do not get to give up. Those are some of the things that I've learned this year. These are just a few of them. I guess I've learned a lot. Like I said earlier on, this has been the most transformative year of my life, and I'm so excited. I'm so excited to walk into this year because I feel like it's going to be a good year. I feel it. I am so joyful today. I don't even know why, honestly. And I think that a big part of it is just it's a big indication of how good the year is going to be. So yeah, I'm excited. Yeah, this year I'm going to be trying a lot of different things, and the channel is going to be changing, and I'm also going to be changing. I'm going to post more. I'm going to post a lot of things that I'd never actually post. So there's going to be a lot of change because I'm changing as a person. And yeah, I want to become like the best absolute version of myself. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below, what you have learned as we are gearing towards the end of this year. and I pray that you're going to receive a lot of blessings in the next coming months. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, give this video a thumbs up, share with your family and friends, and I'll see you the next time. Bye bye. Do you know that when my mother was my age, she was married with children? Your girl, not only can I not keep a talking stage, actually need to find a person to have a talking stage with. Let's let's start there. That's like number one. Number two, I've been single for, like, I haven't been in a serious relationship for, I don't know, probably 3 years. Like my last like serious relationship was like 3 years ago. Girl, I do not see it for myself. It's so crazy. It's so crazy that my mom was married at my age and I can't even get my life together. Have you ever seen me wear a hat on the channel? I was just thinking about it and I've never worn a hat here, even on a vlog. But also, I really don't wear hats, and especially not bucket hats. So this is actually a first I got this the other day and I thought it was so cute. And I was like, maybe I'm a bucket hat girly, maybe. And you know what? I think safe to say that I look super duper cute. Do I really want to add this one?